Hello and welcome back to the Call Her Nanny podcast, a podcast with no affiliation to the Call Her Daddy podcast.
No,
but
we don't need to do that.
okay, we're back. Mags is here.
One of us was on time though, John. One of us wasn't.
I was late, and
I'm over here. Eye contact, yeah.
I was late, and I was suitably told off. I think.
Not really. No.
No more's coming.
So what happened?
Okay, so basically, woke up, found out there was a flat viewing. The flat was in no way.
We just start with putting the word basically at the front of that sentence. There's no need for basically.
Okay, no basically.
Because that's like treat me as if I'm stupid. We don't need to simplify it. Just edit.
Essentially, what happened? Not essentially. Okay,
You
all
woke
right.
up late.
No, I didn't. I didn't wake up late. I woke up and I looked at my phone. We've got a flat viewing, so I got to tidy the whole flat, right? And then I go to put some clothes on, and I realise that I have no clothes. I've got no clothes at all. But I thought that's fine. I've got enough time. I'll put a wash on, and then I will.
You put a wash on before you, because you sent me a message saying I'm putting a wash on.
No, well, the wash was. This is the thing about the washers. The wash minutes lie. I put on quick wash, 28 minutes. 40 minutes later, it's still got 8 minutes left. So the washing machine minutes are not real minutes in any way.
You do look a bit tidier. So there's a
yes,
positive.
well, I was.
What's the T-shirt saying today?
It says Carhartt's rugged precision.
Okay, well, whatever. You look cleaner and tidier, so that's
Thank
good.
you.
But just put a wash on the day before.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that all the reasons you've got? Because the washing machine needs to finish.
Just one more thing on the washing.
Yeah.
I put on wet clothes, but I'll share this secret with the listeners. This is a little hack to save your time.
Mara.
You've got to save time. Basically, put your wet pants on, put your wet t-shirt on, use a hairdryer and hairdry it whilst it's on you, and it'll just dry like that. And then that'll save you time. And then you're only 6 minutes late instead of 10 minutes late.
Margaret is shaking her head.
Margaret is shaking
She's
her
called
head.
herself Margaret as well.
Yeah.
Which means she's actually quite like, that's just horrific.
No?
No.
You've never done that? No. Okay. Well, it's something to try.
A set of clothes ready for next week. Send me a
Yes.
photo the night before. Okay. I got a message to say, could I wear shoes? See the effort I've put in?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, they're nice shoes. They're sparkly shoes. Where'd you get those shoes?
Well, I had them, but I'm wearing them because the person asked me to make an effort, and I did.
Okay. That's good.
I'll tell you more about that again. But anyway, that's that. Okay. Right. Remember when we first met? Do you remember the first time you asked me to do anything?
Oh, dear. Yeah.
No. What do you mean, oh dear? It's not.
No, because
this is genuinely. Do you remember that?
I sent Mags this script because I thought it'd be fun to do something together.
Yeah.
Like a year ago. And Mags sent me back an email back and said, is this supposed to be funny?
Oh, did I?
It was a sitcom. I'd written a sitcom for my
It was awful.
end of year film, and I sent it to Mags, and she was like, "What is this?"
You asked me beforehand if I was interested in being in a film.
Yes.
And you said that you picked me because you thought I'd be good for it for some reason.
Yeah.
And then you sent me the script, and it was. How good was it?
It's really good. It's really good. No?
Then you changed it quite a lot.
I probably did. Based on feedback that I got given in the hostel.
A hostel?
Yeah.
We weren't in a hostel.
We were in a hostel together.
Oh, God, we were in a hostel. God,
Yeah.
that's a memory. God, that is a memory. It was. Yeah, we were in a hostel.
Basically, there's this gig.
Basically, again. There we go.
Essentially.
Counting basically now.
First and foremost,
My
there's this
OCD's
gig.
kicking in. I'm getting edgy and counting things now. Not say, don't start the basically thing again. My OCD, seriously, don't do it.
Okay.
Okay, basically, don't do it. Right. Right. What?
I nearly did it again.
I know.
I nearly did it
It's
again.
An obsession, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like this, like that. Yeah.
There is a gig in London where it's basic. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
It'll be a tick from now.
No, it's definitely irritating. Go
Oh
on.
dear.
Just carry on with this. We just have to get through it. Go on.
Okay. All right. Gig, London, hostel, tough
Very.
because
Just
everyone in the hostel, there's a bar area and no one
wants to be there.
knows that there's going to be comedy. And you say there's going to be comedy and people are a bit like, why? I just want to play
One of us
table
did very
tennis.
well that night, didn't we?
I try my best.
Mm.
I try my best. No, but Mags always kills at the hostel.
I would love to kill people at the hostel, just one person in particular, but we won't go there. Basically. I'm kind of enjoying the basically. Maybe I'm learning to love
It's
basically.
good. It's good.
No, it's not. It's
He's
a
throwing
really
it
it's an
essentially in there as well.
irritation. Just no need for it. Right, so I've got a segment.
We're doing a segment. What should we call the segment?
Well, just a 4-letter word. It's
Okay.
called 4-letter word.
4-letter word. Okay, that's exciting. Should we do a jingle for the segment?
Go on.
Do. 4-letter words.
That was so high. That's quite
Good.
amusing.
That was good stuff.
Okay. So what's your favourite 4-letter word? People say that. You say it to your partner. I've got a lot of for you. I've got a lot of 4-letter word.
Twit.
I've got a lot of twit for you. That sounds true.
Because it can be multiple things. It could be a Roald Dahl novel. It could be a twit-a-woo, and it's a bird. Or it could be your twit. Bit like twat, but kinda. So.
I thought you were going to say love.
Oh.
4-letter word. People say, I love you.
Oh, yeah.
Love.
People do
I
say
love
that
you.
as well. Yeah. Was that you saying that you loved me?
No.
Oh.
You're all right. But no, it was my 4-letter word was hope.
Oh, that's
So
really
you-
nice.
Hope.
I like that a lot. What are we hopeful for? No? Okay. Is there any other 4-letter words?
That
Or is that's the
that's
segment?
a segment, but you really weren't. That we might have to drop the segment. That okay, we'll move on.
But we've got a theme tune and everything for it.
We have, yeah. Right, I want to know what's happened to Nigerian princes. Remember when they used to message me all the time, Nigerian prince, and he got a load of money in a lockup. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I never got them.
Where are they now?
Yeah. Where are they? I think Nigeria. Maybe that's where the Nigerian princes
That was
are.
the "Where Are You Now" section. We don't know.
Do you want a theme tune for that as well?
Go on.
Where are they now?
That's quite creative.
Thank you. It's my specialty.
Mm.
I'm actually very musically talented.
Are you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Music.
I tried to play
There's
the
a
drums
song.
once.
There's a song called "Music Was My First Love." Do you know that song? Music was my first love. It will be my last.
You might have to sing it for me.
Music of the future. No, we'll never get. We're not doing the singing.
Oh,
So
no.
while we're on the music front,
Oh!
I've got my tambourine. I bought this because I lent my last one to Yvonne, who never gave it back to me.
Really?
And do you ever play this?
No, but I have a feeling our jingles are about to get a whole lot better.
Okay, so tambourine. Do you want to know about my tambourine?
I'd love to know about you. I feel like we've mentioned the tambourine a couple of times. You were nearly going to go to Bristol and do your tambourine in a Bristol band. And now, that was on the first episode. That's yonks ago now. But that was something you proposed. So I've heard bits about this tambourine.
Okay, so the tambourine is to keep people away, and it's expressive and dynamic. It says it's professional. It's a professional grade jingles blend with any music. Okay, that's what it says. Now, normally I would take it out of the packaging, but for you, I've left it in the packaging. It's quite hard to get out of the packaging, but I couldn't find a knife that would go through the bloody plastic. But it's just, if you want to keep people away, it's a bit like, with men with guitars at parties.
Yeah.
This is my equivalent. Anybody annoys me, say something annoying or irritating, had you been on time, and I go, in your face. Yeah, it's...
That.
And if
Yeah,
you
see,
go to
that's
the front
good. That's
door-
quite scary, actually.
If you go to the front door
Yeah.
and someone's there that you don't want to deal with, you say, I'm practicing and rehearsing for a concert. I did it during the pandemic. It keeps people away. It literally, they just go right and they move away. They go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They don't get into any kind. There's no discussion about it. They don't think absolute freak, nutter, whatever. They just accept woman with tambourine. Don't mess with her.
Yeah.
That's it. And this was £18.50.
Wow.
Made
What?
for all
What?
settings. He also said you could use
Tambourine
it.
was £18.50.
I know. Well, I didn't buy it from one of those Chinese kind of things where people are making the stuff for nothing. This was made in Thailand, so there we go. That was good. Stainless steel jingles, yeah. And you can.
No, it does look quality.
He did say you could. I got it in a music shop yesterday, and the man was really nice.
Yeah.
And we discussed war yesterday.
War.
And I've lived
What
through
is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
absolutely nothing. No.
Yeah.
However, I lived through. Did you live through the Falklands War?
No, but my God, let's get on to that.
Right. Well, I lived through it.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do the bits that I was about to do.
Well, you were going to do singing again. Well, you was going to do a jingle for the Falklands War.
I was. It was going to be really patriotic, though.
We suffered through that, and I want to tell you what we had to do. Do you want to know what we had to do? I'm going to need a drink for this. You talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'll get the drinks organised. Okay.
All right, we'll do a quick football aside. So this is
Basically,
this
he's going to talk to you about football. Good luck with that.
Right.
Here we go.
Right. So this is the football aside. Left the. Yeah. Okay.
Right. What's in the bag? Same day delivery.
It looks like it's going to be some frozen goodies.
No, it's nothing frozen.
Oh,
It's not from Iceland.
go on.
Ready for this?
I'm excited.
You can do a drum roll if you want.
Oh yeah. Wait, I'll do a tambourine roll.
Not the same.
Am I not allowed it?
Well, you can hold it, but don't mess with it.
Oh, shut up. Oh my goodness.
Delivery.
Dutchbarn have sorted us out once again.
Just for the record, Iceland, I get 10% off on a Tuesday. Not for this, but for food.
Yeah.
So obviously Trump has invaded or was talking about Greenland. But if he goes
Yeah.
near Iceland, I'll have to deal with that because I get 10% off on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
But this is the good news.
This is unbelievable stuff.
Okay. And we're going for a healthy breakfast. We've got here we go, summer in a cup.
Raspberries.
That looks
Let's
yeah.
get it. Let's get it in. Look at that. That's glorious. That. So yes, thank you once again, Dutchbarn, for sending us some vodka so we can get smashed in the mornings.
British raspberry lemonade.
British raspberry lemonade. That is
with
exciting.
raspberries. We've got our own raspberries. They're from Marks and Spencer's.
Are we going to pair the raspberries with the British
We're going to
raspberry
pair
lemonade?
things. He's going to start doing the pairing thing.
Oh,
Look at this.
my
Yeah, let's
goodness,
get
I'm
that
excited.
opened. Get it opened.
on.
Yeah, you
Let's
do
get
it. Yeah. Now,
Let's get it on.
no, let's not do that. Let's not do singing. Now, don't you have to have a license for singing? Now, I also got feedback that you had too big a cup. When I've had a drink, I ring people and tell them I love them. Have I told you
Do
that?
you do that?
I do that, yeah.
You're
I
a
once did
lover.
that. No, I ring. I once rang my dad's doctor. Wasn't a great idea.
Really?
It's 2 a.m. I know.
Oh,
I'd
man.
run out of. I was drinking. You've not heard of this drink either, Blue Nun. Have you heard of Blue Nun?
No. Blue Nun.
Yeah, that was
What's
a
a
drink.
Blue Nun?
It was a wine. It's a very cheap wine, and I was looking after my mum and dad for a weekend
Yeah.
on my own, no carers. They were getting on a bit.
Mm.
Anyway, chin chin.
Chin chin.
Yeah. I rang my dad's doctor, Dr. McManus, and I said, I just wanted to tell you I love you. I'd never met him. I get very, very loving. I love you. And for 20 minutes, I told him more or less that I loved him.
Yeah.
And he said, I said to him, what's more important than love? He said, is it a medical emergency?
Mm.
Obviously, it wasn't.
No.
And I said, no. I said, what's more important than love? And he said, sleep. And he hung up.
That's
And I
good wit.
And I thought I would never meet him. And then 2 weeks later, my dad was ill. And we had to go to it was like a family GP thing.
Oh no.
And out comes Dr. McManus. And my dad said, I don't even met my daughter. And he said, we may have spoken. And we had for 23 minutes because it was an itemised phone bill. 23 minutes, I kept him on the phone. I'm ashamed of myself.
Oh dear.
So I'm not good.
Was it
too much?
Was he like was he a girlhood crush for you?
No, I've never met him. Well, I hadn't met him until I met him at the doctor's. I think I ran out of people in my, that may be a mobile phone.
Okay.
Had run out of gas at the time or whatever
Yeah.
thing. And then I just went on the landline and I must have just picked the last dial number.
Yeah.
Told him I loved him. Do you ever do stuff like that?
I used to, but you know, I used to do it a lot. I think it was when you first start drinking, in your early teens, you
That is nice. I'm just going to eat the strawberries, raspberries while you do the thing.
yes, yeah. I think when you're in your early teens and you first start drinking, you really want to be telling people, especially girls, that you might not have the courage, or boys that you might not have the courage to say anything to. I think definitely when I'd have a couple of drinks, I would go, that's one, that's two, that's three. One of them might bite back, and maybe they would bite, and I probably would have enjoyed that.
While you're doing that, I'll just tell you somebody had a mental health crisis online last night. A comedian. I rang the police again to try and get him some help. And the last time they took him into hospital, it's good, isn't it? Last time, how good is that? Sorry,
I know this is serious what you're talking about, but I just had an absolute taste sensation.
Did you have
taste sensation?
That's a good one. Do that again. Taste sensation.
No, it's actually
No.
it's a
Is
bit
it?
I've been doing for a while.
Okay, go on then. Here we go.
It's gun fingers.
Oh no.
Taste sensation.
Oh, you could do that with this.
Sensation.
Do it with that now. Here we go. Eyes done.
Taste sensation. Taste sensation.
It is a taste sensation. The two together. God, that's like having. It's trifle, really. You wouldn't want trifle. You just have this as a dessert. A guy called Robert that got in contact, and he mentioned the cups.
Okay.
You've got a larger cup, and that I should wear shoes.
I've got a hot date tonight to the London Zoo.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, do you like zoos?
No. But
You're going.
we've been nearly going for about 3 years, and so I just gave it.
Today's the day.
Yeah. I've never been to London Zoo. Have you been to London Zoo?
Do you know I really love animals, so I do like them. Really do. I've got better with dogs lately. That's
really?
a thing for me that I'm actually able to stroke a dog without, having a problem. I've been having trouble with that for a long time, and that's become a thing I've overcome.
Do you like monkeys?
I do. Yeah.
I'm quite excited to see some monkeys.
Is that where you're going first off?
No, it's this thing called and they might have called it a segment as well. It's called Zoo Lates. So it's zoo, but it's in the evening. So it's an evening zoo. So you go, you have a little tipple or something, maybe a little tipple.
You might bring a little drink with you, perhaps.
Yeah, might bring some blooming Dutch barn with me.
So nice. This is so good. You keep talking, and I'll just eat the strawberries.
That's yeah, and then we'll have a little tipple. There'll be some food, I think. We'll just look at some monkeys because basically, the way they pitched it was the zoo animals most of the time nocturnal, so asleep in the day, and so it's actually more ethical to see them at night.
Do they get paid more for working? No. You said basically there. You didn't even know you said it, did you?
Free home and board.
Did you say?
Did I say basically
You did
again?
earlier,
Sorry.
yeah. It's all right. It's just interesting because you're saying it a lot.
Yeah.
So it's for the person on the receiving end of that. Basically, what do you think it sounds like? Basically, too simple to understand it without you saying basically. I'm going to simplify it for you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, imagine putting the word basically in front of cheers. Like basically,
Basically, cheers.
Yeah, basically.
This is a segment called Agony Nanny. It's a bit like Agony Aunt, but it's Agony Nanny because the podcast is called Call Her Nanny.
And
so
keeps explaining
I'm going to ask
infinitum. Add-in. I don't even know that's add-in. He just keeps repeating that. Go on, ask a question.
So I'm going to ask Mags a question, and she's going to give me some helpful advice on my life and hopefully solve a problem. And then eventually, we'll get you lot to write in, and maybe Max can solve some of your problems as well.
Good luck with that, Robert. Okay, over to you. Yeah.
I'm looking to move to another flat, but it would be more expensive, which means that I wouldn't be able to save money, but I would be living in a much nicer environment. Do you think it's worth it for people of my generation to think about saving to buy, or just live within your means now, live comfortably, and just keep doing that, and maybe put something into a pension or something? and that could be a responsibility saving for the future.
Okay.
But just rent all your life.
Realistically, do you want to stay living near London because of comedy and
Yeah.
because you are, in theory, a comedian?
Yeah.
Mm.
Didn't like the in theory part of that.
No, I was waiting for you to come back with that.
Yeah.
That's well done for coming back. It was a bit slow, but you came back with it. So,
I was chewing a raspberry.
trying to live in London,
Mm.
buy a place in London is probably outside, unless you're earning an awful lot of money
Yeah.
and your partner is. Maybe they're very well paid. If you're earning a lot of money, but realistically, to try and buy in London, it's not going to happen. I don't think.
No.
So I just say have as much fun as you can
Okay.
and enjoy life because
So just keep rent. So maybe move to the other flat.
Yeah.
Because they probably could afford it, but I just it would mean that I wouldn't really be able to save anything.
We could save something. Could you save anything at all?
Probably, but
Mm.
it would mean that I wouldn't be able to do things like go to the London Zoo. You've started eating raspberries. This is agony nanny.
Oh, no,
This
but
is
a
this is
raspberry.
that this is a fan favorite segment.
It's the first time we've done it. I don't know. I'd say life's very short.
Yeah.
And I went to see a solicitor the other day about somebody who died. I went to a will reading. Have you ever been to one of those?
A solicitor?
The reading of a will. Yeah, the reading of a
Oh.
will at a solicitor's. Yeah.
No.
So I think you're only here for a short amount of time. You don't know how long.
Yeah.
Have a good life. Enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
All of this business of wanting to buy somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not something I need to
Well, if
worry
you want,
about.
if you can. Oh God, that's my work phone. No, I mean I'd say just enjoy life as much as you can. Life's too short. And
That's
if you
very
can,
good
if you earn a lot of money and you make it as a comedian and you've got rocks of money coming in.
Mm.
I saw Dave Chappelle a few months ago, like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Life changing for me to see somebody that funny. He was awesome.
Really?
Oh my God, he was
Really?
What do you mean, really, really?
No,
Yeah.
no, he's legend. Like he's so funny. But lately, it's been sort of like really long rants
No,
with maybe a punchline at the end, but definitely not worth the rant.
I can tell you now, it was one of the best nights of my life.
What?
Yeah, I saw
Really?
him. Day before he hugged me, we met, and he hugged me at Top Secret Comedy Club.
Yeah.
And he was just wonderful. He was so fun. We looked like shit. There was me and Michael Schaefer. Do you know Michael Schaefer?
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Michael.
He's a funny guy. See, some men are funny. Do you know what I mean? Some men are funny.
Yeah.
But he was just. We looked awful. We were the sort of the whitest people in the room. I think most people
You
look
and Michael?
beautiful. Yeah, Michael's wearing an anorak.
Oh
And I
no.
looked over, and he was sort of lust. He was looking at these men, and they were beautiful. Everybody looked beautiful, and they were well dressed, and we looked like shit.
Yeah.
And particularly Michael. I mean, I didn't look great, to be honest, because I'd come from work or whatever, but I could have made more of an effort. But I was just glad to see this guy on stage. And Chappelle was just off the scale good. And I looked at Michael and he went, I've got to stop staring at those men. And I went, yeah, that'd be good. And I went, oh my God, look at you. You've got an anorak on. Take it off.
Yeah.
It's got a hood. And he took it off. And it did look, he looked rough. I went,
Yeah.
I'll put it back on again.
Oh, no.
Either way, we looked like shit.
Yeah.
I think in terms of representing white people, if we did it
We-
badly.
with the white
We
representatives.
were the white representative. There were probably a few other people in the room. I couldn't help but notice everybody looked beautiful. There was a black guy walks in. He's wearing a hat with a feather sticking out of it.
Yeah.
I said to Michael, if you saw a white guy, imagine John walking in with a feather in it. You think, what the hell's he wearing? We'll try that next week. You think, oh my God, this man he carried that off. He looks amazing.
Yeah.
And Chappelle was off the scale good. I came away from it. I got home 2 a.m. I got the late bus home. I took 2 days off work. I never do that.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with anybody who was unwell, suicidal.
Really?
I wanted 2 days of just drinking in the happiness of that night. It was one of the
Wow.
most incredible, and it was 150 quid a ticket. And I tell you, it was worth. I didn't pay because he gave me the freebies because I met him the day before.
Yeah.
It was one of the best things I ever saw ever, in a heartbeat.
And it was in Top Secret, was it?
If he comes again, I'll buy you a ticket. That's how good he was.
Really?
I will buy you a ticket to see him.
I wouldn't let you.
No, well, I would. I will. There you are. There's an offer. I really think that you should take me up on that and just say thanks, Mags.
No, we'll watch Dave Chappelle together, but you don't need to buy me a ticket.
Well, no, would you want to pay? You just said you can't save money and you're just prepared to spend. I'm going to get another drink on. Hold on. The atmosphere was off the scale.
Yeah.
He was just so clever and funny. And they were longish, the bits he did,
Mm.
but the payoff was hilarious. It was so much better than any of the specials I've ever seen.
Oh,
Don't-
really?
You're making a face. Don't.
No,
You don't
no,
know.
I do.
You've got to experience
No,
it.
I
It's
do.
like-
I do actually. I trust your comedic judgments a lot, really.
I'm just. Well, those were your clean jeans. He had clean jeans,
That was-
folks. I'm sorry about
This
that.
is why I don't wear clean stuff.
That's a wasted Dutch bun. Get that off there. Oh, chin chin.
Chin chin.
He was so good. It was off the scale good. And I went home and for days afterwards, I remembered how good he was.
Yeah.
And when I saw Michael Schaefer, who's not the most kind of delighted person to see me ever, he was
Yeah.
happy to see me. That's rare in anything, to be honest. So he was happy. And he just said, were you a bit high afterwards? Were you kind of thinking about it? And he was. You're eating the raspberries too, well done. But yeah, it's so good. He's dribbling raspberries and what a wasted Dutch bar. God, it's so nice. Whoever came with that recipe, it's just somewhere in a glass.
Have you got any more? So there's no comic that's come close to that for you seeing live?
You know when you see Elton John for the first time? Have you ever seen Elton John?
No.
Rolling Stones, do you ever see them?
No.
Stones were great as well.
No.
I saw I've seen lots of bands over the
Yeah.
years. Yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish, they were great. Do you know them?
No.
It's
I
almost as if we're from
yes,
different- And yeah, but you know the other thing is that you said something about the most unlikely pairing. You said that.
yeah, the internet's most unlikely duo.
Yeah, why did you say that?
That's a nice tag, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's like drawing attention to the fact. What? Why were you saying that?
We're
Oh,
completely
so
different personalities.
In what way? Good luck with that. Good luck
Um,
with that. Here we go.
Ooh, I- it's just I'm very naive, I think.
I think you appear to be very cheerful and kind of positive, but underneath perhaps less so.
That's wrong.
Hmm?
Did you see the fear in my eyes then?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
that's
yeah.
wrong. It's gotta be wrong.
I think it's like a facade of
No,
that.
it's not a facade.
No?
No, I have it very lucky, really, and I'm very aware of that, and I'm very grateful, and I hope that I show how grateful I am each day. Basically, what happened to me was at 14 years old, I watched this film called About Time, and it changed my life.
Mm.
Have you seen About Time? Oh, Mags, it's phenomenal. It follows a guy, and he realizes that he can time travel. Only within his own lifetime. So he goes into a cupboard and he goes, and then he gets transported to back where he wants to go within his own life. So it could be 24 hours before, it could be 48 years before, you know. And so he goes across his life, and the moral of the story was essentially, it's so much. I mean, it's glorious. I mean, Margot Robbie pops up in it for a little bit, and you're just like, just when you think the film couldn't get any better, it's just like Margot Robbie playing tennis, and you're just like, wow. And she's doing this British accent, which is unbelievable. I'm getting sidetracked.
Tennis, yeah.
Do you know I've been to? No, I'm not.
Have you been to Wimbledon?
And the moral of the story is he realizes that he gets to a point where he doesn't feel the need to time travel back and relive anything. He just enjoys every day and is just grateful for that one day. And he treats every day like he'd come back to live that day because he was so grateful for it.
That sounds amazing.
It blew my mind. It changed my life. Because I was quite cynical beforehand, and I was a bit like, what's the point? I think at 14 everyone has their sort of nihilistic phase, you know, but no. But also he's the whole family. They grew up in this huge house in Cornwall and just had the nicest lives ever. So you know, it's circumstantial.
So you really are this happy, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Or are you acting happy because of the film? Good
Don't know.
question. That was a good question.
That was a good question. When I watched it nearly 10 years ago now, and for it to still have that profound of an effect, I think it shows that it's pretty real. But also, if if I was living a shit life, then I probably wouldn't think that. But I'm pretty pleased with my lot in life.
That's lovely.
Yeah,
That is so positive.
yeah.
Right.
But if stuff started to not go my way, I'd be pretty cross. I'd be a bit like, what's going on here? What have I done to deserve this? But so far, everything's sort of worked out the way I wanted it.
That's lovely. Congratulations.
Well, yeah, which is really it's quite an annoying thing to say, really.
No, it isn't. It's bloody brilliant.
Yeah,
I think that's fantastic for you. That's,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'd love 1 million followers. That would be nice.
Why?
Because you don't have to work when you got 1 million followers. I went on tour with this comic, and he just got 100,000 followers, and he could just show up to food places, and they would just give him food. He'd just be like, "Look, I'll just do a little story for you," and they just give him free food. I had some of the nicest food I've ever had on this tour, just because he was just like, "Look at that."
What food was the best food you had then?
I had I had some beer ice cream, and I had some caviar.
Caviar.
Me eating caviar.
Did you like it?
No, but I told myself that I did. But I wouldn't choose it again.
No. There's a book by a guy called Eckhart Tolle. Have you heard of him?
Yeah. Only through Kendrick Lamar.
He's written a book called The Power of Now.
Yeah.
It's all about living in the moment, which is really what you're talking about, is you enjoy the day you've got and the thing you've got.
Yeah.
On my train journey a couple of days ago to see a solicitor, which was interesting in itself, on the journey, there was a woman who said to the person beside her, "Do you mind if I have a chat on the phone with a friend?" And the woman beside her said, "No." The rest of the carriage weren't asked. So we witnessed a woman talk about how I've lived in London for so long, and it was absolutely, I was so lonely. Lonely. She's lonely a lot.
Yeah.
And it went on for quite a while. How her neighbours didn't know her. She was so isolated.
Yeah.
And then she got cut off. I thought, oh, that's that done. And then she came back on again. No, she rang back. Oh no, she wasn't going to be beaten.
Yeah.
She managed to get on the internet on the bloody train. So now it's a free for all. It was a 2-hour journey.
No.
And off she went again. How everything was just extraordinary. And yes, no, it's Alice here. Alice, yes, no, I'm still here. She went on, and it was relentless. And then she said everything was just chaotic until the ingrown toenail incident. At that point, I wanted to. She said, "Less said about that, the better." And I thought, no, the more said about that, the better. That was the most interesting part of the thing. That was the bit I perked up.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Well, anyway, I won't talk about that." I said out loud, without meaning to, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" Now, and the man beside me said, "I'm not at home to Mr. Rude." Then I laughed. It was just this moment of like madness on the train.
Yeah.
But her name was Alice.
Yeah.
And there's a song. Have you ever heard that song? I realised who she was. There's a song, and it's for the chorus is, "For 24 years I've been living next door to Alice." Alice, who the fuck is Alice? Have you heard that song? Look it up. That's worth. Norma would get that up, and it's 20. And the chorus is, "For 24 years I've been living next door to Alice."
Yeah.
Alice, who the fuck is Alice? And I thought, that is Alice. People live next door to her. They didn't talk to her. They ignored her, avoided her. And that's her on a train talking about her life.
Really?
It was extraordinary. But yeah, and the ingrown toenail incident. I mean, anytime you put incident into something.
Oh God, yeah. Or ingrown toenail gate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she didn't say gate, but yeah, that's good. Raspberries are high fibre. Did you know that? High fibre fruit.
Really?
Your bowels, are you good on the bowel front?
Oh my goodness, my bowels. moving like crazy.
That's nice.
Moving like crazy. Well, look at me. It just all like I put something in and it just goes whoop, whoop, straight out.
Does it?
Yeah. I cannot hold anything in.
That might not be good either.
It's not good.
Have
It's
you had
not.
it checked?
No, I won't, because I think that they will tell me that I am gluten intolerant and I refuse to stop drinking beer.
Okay. This is a section called "What's his favourite cake this week?" Have you got a favourite cake this week?
This week?
We need to do a jingle jangle.
Oh, jingle jangle. What's your favourite cake? Your favourite cake? Come on!
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, that was good. That was, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So what is your favourite cake?
My favourite cake of all time was a cake that my great-grandma made me for my 15th birthday.
Oh.
And it was a Victoria sponge, and it was coated in buttercream icing. And every part of the buttercream icing had a sliced strawberry on it. So there was strawberries for days, and there was and then there was buttercream middle, a million strawberries in the middle as well. The lightest, fluffiest, buttery actual cake.
That sounds great.
It was by far and away the favourite cake I've ever had. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a lovely memory.
It's a lovely memory, yeah.
Wow.
She's still alive. She's still...
Could she make another cake for us?
I feel bad. It looked like a lot of effort. But like,
you were worth it, darling. You were worth it.
Yeah. And I think that played into it as well.
She's your great grandma.
Yeah. No, I've never experienced grief really.
Have you not?
All of my great grandma, great granddad's still alive.
And your grandmas and grandpas.
Yeah.
So you've got parents, grandparents, great grandparents.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Especially, yes, it's a young thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Gibbonses don't die.
Okay.
They don't die. We just sort of live. I assume. I mean, I've never seen one die.
It's a Gibbon is an unusual surname. The name Guy Chambers. You know that name?
Yeah. The Elton John guy.
He did a thing on Josh Weller's podcast.
Mm.
And he put a nice comment up, which was nice. And I thought he was a client. Turned out he wasn't.
Guy Chambers. Rest in peace.
Now, the reason I said that was because I wanted to see if you were going to say you said that on several other podcasts.
I was just going to cut it out.
Because I thought you were going to pretend.
No.
But you didn't.
I was just like, I'm not gonna address it.
I'm going to pretend she's old. She repeats herself. It's not. Is that what you're thinking? She's just repeated herself.
I was just like, Guy Chambers has come up again. He's come up every single time.
But and I've been doing it every week.
Yeah, every single time. Yeah.
And you were I was thinking you're gonna, and you didn't.
No, I was
address
just
it.
gonna snip it.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
See that's what they do with old people, just completely blank it and then just cut it out. Look, she's repeating it, we'll just ignore it. That's hilarious. That is very, very funny.
Yeah. But I have to keep it in now.
No, you don't have to. It's just, but it just makes me laugh. Yeah, it's quite funny that you just pretended, because I thought his eyes are he's just going with, oh, that's interesting, Guy Chambers. Yeah. I'm not going to say you've mentioned it every time because I've done it.
Maybe you were going for a new angle this time. I didn't think you talked about the Josh Weller podcast before.
No, well, that's where it was on. But it's just very funny that that's hilarious that you didn't address it. That makes me laugh. That's well done, you.
Thank you.
Let's patronise John. Let's have patronising John. That'll be another section. What about me? That's it, because I've been telling you off a little bit, which I think in some ways you quite like. It's worrying. Yeah, I know. What about me annoys you? Let's go with that. Let's have an honest.
There's no way in the world I am answering that question. Do you know what that is?
Go on.
That is like when it's the typical stereotypical girlfriend thing where they go, so if I wasn't around, who do you think you'd be in a relationship with? And you're like, what? What is that? There is no right answer to that question ever. What if I said Norma from work? I'm in trouble. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, but
normally
it's
you're a
not-
lovely
this is-
looking
no,
lady,
this
but
is-
like,
But no, I've told you off quite a bit, or told you where you've gone wrong. So
yeah.
yeah, and you said we're very. So come on, just.
I think you talk about Guy Chambers too much. I don't think anyone gives a shit about Guy Chambers.
I do. I love Guy Chambers now for that. Oh, that's
The only reason I know about him is because I watched the Elton John film and I thought, fine. I wish Elton John wrote the songs. I wish you didn't exist.
Guy Chambers.
Yeah.
Elton John film, wasn't it? Wasn't Guy Chambers Robbie Williams?
No. We've done this before, but I am going to find out. Bother.
Anything you want to say there? Guy Chambers? Over to John.
Turns out that Guy Chambers has no affiliation with Elton John and was his long-term collaborator was Robbie Williams.
Sorry, was it
Was Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams? So
Yeah.
John was.
Now, that means that every single podcast episode when I've been like Elton John, that's that. Yep. That's that wrong.
Crying. When was the last time you cried? This is going to be a section on crying. We're going to have a weekly session. Did you cry this week, John?
Do you want a jingle? A boo-hoo-hoo! When did you cry?
It's good.
That was good, wasn't it?
I like that one. Do
Yeah.
it again.
A boo-hoo-hoo! When did you cry?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very good. I like the boohoo.
I cried. What was it? I cried on Wednesday when England lost.
Okay.
I cry most days.
Do you?
Yeah. And like just like basic stuff will make me cry. Yeah, like I'll watch a TikTok about beer and I'll be like, that is unbelievable. I'm very in touch with my emotions. Yeah.
Okay.
What about yourself?
I had a crying session on the Central Line, which is a perfect place to do it.
When?
This week.
This week?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I sobbed uncontrollably. A man offered me a seat, and that set me off. I
Really?
cried loudly, not
Oh
just
my
quiet crying. It was
God.
that crying. You know that kind of where
Oh,
you're catching your
bless.
breath. Yeah, sobbing. I gathered myself. People tended to ignore it completely. Nobody reported it to the British Transport Police. Oddly, I thought they might, but no, it was quite unusual.
Yeah.
You see something unusual, do report it. But no, nothing. Nobody ever
It's not unusual for the London Tube, though, I
on
don't
the
think.
Central Line. I thought they
Yeah.
might. And then I changed trains, not out of embarrassment, because I needed to change trains and
Yeah.
I'd done a lot of noise,
Yeah.
very, very loud crying. And then I got my next train and nobody offered me a seat. And what did I do?
You cried again?
I cried again. I was just in a couple of days of just sobbing.
I think
Yeah.
you've got a big build-up of emotion.
Yeah, but I didn't, because I'm not doing a daily cry.
No.
I think a daily cry is quite good, and I haven't been doing that for quite a while, and it all came out.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a panic attack, but I had a good cry,
Yeah.
which is good.
No, that's important.
Last week you asked me something about whether or not it's okay to look at somebody because they're beautiful. Staring. And I had to think about it afterwards. And I agreed with everything I said, obviously, because I don't change my mind about anything.
Yeah. Obviously.
But it did make me reflect, and I thought about something called transactional analysis. Have you heard of that?
No.
TA, transactional. Worth looking up. Normal might look that up for us.
Yeah.
And it's about relationships and how I was wondering about, you were talking about girls or young women dressed in clothes that say, I don't understand things, or
Yeah.
I don't understand the offside rule, or whoops, what I can't remember.
Or, oh, Jude! I love you, Jude!
Yeah, very childlike kind of responses
Yeah.
to things. And with TA, and there are books on it. One's called Counselling for Toads. I think if you're a reader, you'd love that book.
Yeah.
The other one's I'm okay, you're okay. But in TA, it's really good in a relationship if people are in adult talking to each other. So, a mental state of being an adult.
Yeah.
And often you might see in a relationship, if you work in a bar, and sometimes you do, I know, or a club, you'll see often a woman will go into child in her behaviour. So the man is talking and she'll go, oh, I don't really know. I go, oh, can you explain it? And they go a little bit maybe girl.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
child
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah.
So have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen
So
it.
he's in adult or parent and she
Yeah.
goes into child.
Yeah.
And actually, they're both the same age. They're both 20, 30 years of age
Yeah.
or whatever. But that behaviour of going into child, and he might become a parent in that relationship, and that, or a critical parent.
Yeah.
And angry. So it's a really interesting thing in terms
Yeah.
of relationships. And I thought of that afterwards about those girls or women who are wearing the child stuff,
Yeah.
that they've gone into child.
Yeah.
And actually, a healthy relationship is where both people are in adult.
Really?
Yes.
But there's something safe about letting out your inner child, isn't there?
That's different when you're just having fun and you're being playful or whatever. So that's you're having
if it's
fun.
a constant, that's the resting dynamic, then that's problematic.
But in a relationship, say I'm an adult and you know you're late. So say you're late. Just for example, you might have been late today, for example. If you were to go, oh, I didn't know and I got confused with the thing and I couldn't use it. And you went all baby-like.
Yeah.
It's really quite fake, not real, because that's not who you are.
Yeah.
But it can be quite manipulative. And in relationships, people can be quite manipulative. You might see that in clubs or pubs.
Yeah.
If you're working with people.
Yeah, definitely.
So adult. It's not to say you can't be childlike and have fun. That's different. But going into child in order to manage something or relationship isn't particularly healthy.
Yeah. But going into child to just suck on them titties, that's good. Like, that's good fun.
Suck on titties suck on titties if well, that threw me a little bit. Not enough to stop me talking. Sucking on titties. But maybe consent there, John. I'd go with consent.
Yeah, consent.
And is that where you went straight to when I went to child? You went straight to God, the maturity of this man. He's fully mature. He's an adult. How old are you, John? Roughly.
No, yeah.
He's more than 20, aren't you?
Yeah, I shouldn't
You're
have gone
nearly
there.
30.
Yeah.
That was quite funny, though. But was my face a bit of a picture? It was like, what? Yeah.
That's
I was trying to be adult and have a real conversation, and you went to suck on titties. Christ. Yeah.
Well, that's been the Call Her Nanny podcast. Thank you.
Is that where you're ending it?
Thank you for listening.